Hey Scorpio, this is your timeless love reading. When you see this is when you are meant to see it. If it doesn't resonate, definitely check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign videos, or you can check out any of the other wonderful videos from all the other tarot readers here on YouTube. There's a ton of us. There's a lot of really talented people out there. So let's go ahead and see what we've got going on here. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And this does not necessarily have to be just a romantic reading. This can be for those of you who are, working with family, or, this could also be for those of you dealing with, friendships, or heck, even coworkers. It's not exclusively limited to romance. Okay, so one more shuffle, and cut the deck a couple of times here. All right, so, whoa, Scorpio, you are going inside. Whoa, okay, all right. Interesting. All right. Okay. All right. So the card that comes up for you is the Hermit. So I feel like a lot of you are doing some serious introspection right now. This is you going within, determining what you want out of your life and how you can find happiness. What do you even want out of life? What do you want to do? A lot of you with what's going on in the world today, you might be rethinking your career, rethinking some of your relationships, rethinking some of your friendships and your associations, rethinking how you spend your time. These are all really valid things to be working through. I think a lot of people are working through that, but I see you, this isn't so much dark night of the soul type energy as it is just, it could be for some of you, but I feel like for more of you, it's just determining where you want to put your energy in the next cycle. Where do you see yourself? How do you want to build? How do you want to use this opportunity to grow? And what are the important places to put your energies? Because Scorpio energy is formidable, and you can achieve whatever you want once you put your mind to it, but you've got to have your mind to it first. So if you're dealing with a person, if you've just met somebody, or if you're in a committed relationship, the Prince of Cups comes up for them. So I see somebody who has romantic feelings for you. They might not be super forthcoming. This can be an emotional offer, but I feel like a lot of times the Prince of Cups has feelings, but he doesn't talk about them, or he would be more content to write a song about them than he would be to offer them. But what you're not seeing about this person is Two of Cups. So I feel like there's a lot of love here, and they have a lot to offer you. I feel like if you've just met somebody, they might be somebody that you really gel with very well, and you might be sort of in your head about this connection. Is this something that I want to pursue? How do I feel about this? Does this make sense for me? So if you've just met somebody, know that their intentions are pure, and then it's just a matter of you kind of deciding for yourself what you want to do with that. But if you're already in a committed partnership, this could be somebody just offering more time, more energy, more love to you because they love you. Now, the Two of Cups here. Now, this can also, for a few of you, potentially mean a third party, but usually with Two of Cups, I don't look at it that way. They could have another relationship on the side potentially, but it's not ill aspected here. Well, it's a little ill aspected. There's a little bit of a weirdness here in the center of the spread. So I did feel like I needed to mention it, that for some of you, definitely not all of you, but they could already have another partnership going on, which is why they can't be with you. So that might be why they're keeping their feelings to themselves, and that might be what's putting you in your head about the situation. So there's a couple different storylines here. It's definitely not super straightforward, but let's see if we can kind of suss it out here as we move forward. So what's the possibility between you and your person, the Chariot? I feel like there is definitely a possibility for victory here. There's definitely a possibility for you to charge ahead, but this requires decisive action. This is not something, this is not taking a wait and see approach. This is not a hanging back and letting the other person take the lead. Now, I feel like, this is decisive action is possible here. And I mean, I feel like it's almost in an immediate sphere. Um, with the Chariot, and saying victory is possible too. So even if if it's somebody you met and they're seeing somebody else, the more energy that you give this situation, the more likely they are to say, okay, maybe that connection isn't really what I want. Scorpio is what I want. Or, all they need is a bit of encouragement from you to be able to say, oh, okay, so you feel the same way. Okay, well, I'll give you a little bit more. So, if the Prince of Cups is, your person, they may be holding back, just waiting for you to say, actually, I feel the same way. And as soon as you do, then they'll be right, right there with that offer. So that's really encouraging. Now, what stands in the way? Unstable effort. And I feel like this is you, Scorpio. I feel like you are kind of, again, going back to that hermit energy, you're just not sure what you want. Do you want this Prince of Cups, or are you looking to do something else? Do you want to stay single? Is there somebody else you've got your eye on? Is career more, the pull to you? So you may kind of give them the here one day, gone the next type of vibe a little bit. The Seven of Swords, just unstable, instability. And when you offer that to them, that's why that might be the biggest reason why they're holding back and saying, I'm not going to give you more until I know it's going to be reciprocated. So, yeah, definitely. This is a really easy read. This is very clear. Ooh, I just got chills too. All right. So, what you can do to break through, what you can do to achieve this Chariot, this victory, Prince of Discs. So the Prince of Discs suggests taking a slow and steady approach. This is not a, come charging in, hey, I love you, with bells and whistles and bombs and all that stuff. No, this is a, getting to know you type of vibe. Because I think for you also, if you're still not sure, if you're, you're very much deep in thought, taking a slow and steady approach is better for you too. It's, it's better for everybody. Matching Prince energy with Prince energy, matching. So we almost get like a Six of Pentacles type of vibe here, but they're giving you a little bit of the green light of saying like, hey, I might be interested, but I'm not sure how interested you are, so I'm not going to get too involved. And you've got to step up and say, well, I'd be interested in having coffee together. Take that slow step forward. And then they say, okay, well, let's go get coffee. And then, oh, that was fun. Maybe we could do it again in a week or two. It doesn't have to be, right away. You don't have to make a decision like that. It just can be, very slow and steady. But it's suggesting a slow and steady approach, because I think this definitely has the potential to last. This definitely has the potential to be a really good thing for you. But I think the best way to ensure that it will last and it'll be a good thing is to take it slow. So what it will look like when it happens, judgment. And I feel like for some of you who are dealing maybe potentially with a past person or somebody you kind of knew before a little bit, this card can talk about a resurrection of old relationships, or old connections, a reconciliation, a revival. This is the Judgment card, kind of getting everything out on the table and saying, well, this is where we stand, kind of a deal. This can also mean, for those of you who are just stuck in your head, do I want to be single? Do I want to be partnered? Do I want this person? Do I want to focus on work? If you're in the hermit mode about all that stuff, this card can say, what it will look like when this victory happens is the victory is you making up your mind. The victory is you deciding one way or the other which way you're going to go. How it will affect the rest of your life. Knight of Cups. Hell yeah. So especially if you're in the creative arts, or you're somebody who uses your emotions or your intuitive sense for your job, any profession where you work with people, where you kind of got to read the room, or you've got to, counseling professions, those kind of things, I feel like your professional work could really skyrocket in a way, through kind of deciding what you want in this sphere. Because because I feel like this person has much to offer you. I mean, if you take a look here, we've got the Prince and the Knight here. So this is the King in this deck with the Knight, but you've got, you know, folks of the same suit, so there's a sense of leveling up here, going from the Prince to the King, as it were. So, but I feel like for you, how this will affect the rest of your life, once you make this decision, it's like you will gain a mastery over your emotions that you've never had before, and even gain a mastery over your craft that you've never had before. And it might be with this person's help, which is pretty exciting. So, the outcome or advice card, the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to pull a clarifier because the Wheel of Fortune, I always pull a clarifier for this and the Tower and a few others, because the Wheel of Fortune is such a, you know, let go and let God kind of energy, but that's not really helpful necessarily. I mean, in this situation, I feel like it's like saying, you know, what's that expression? It's fortune comes to those who, it's like those who are ready, or, you know, it's like, I can't remember the exact expression. If you can remember the expression, put it in the comments below. But basically, it's for those who are ready to strike when the iron is hot. Essentially, those are the people who are the most fortunate, is if you're ready to act. But let's go ahead and pull a clarifier here for the Wheel of Fortune card. So why does the Wheel of Fortune card show up here as advice or outcome? This could just mean, I mean, right away, I feel like it's like a partnership that kind of changes the game for you. And this could be a work partnership for those of you that are not, you know, not at all considering romance or anything like that. This could be a work partnership or a creative partnership that just turns things all the way around for you. So, let's see, why does this come up here? 9 of Cups. Holy crap. I mean, yeah, I feel like this is a game-changing relationship. So if you've met somebody, or if you've recently connected with somebody, or, you know, if there's somebody in your sphere, or if you're in a committed relationship and, you know, you're thinking about taking it to the next level, because it's maybe not, if you're, you know, say you're dating but you're not exclusive, or you're exclusive but maybe you want to get engaged or whatever, it's like, it's saying that, you know, taking it slowly, but, you know, broaching the topic is really a good idea. This I think will turn fortune in your favor. The 9 of Cups is the wish card. It's your wishes and hopes and dreams come true. Wow. Yeah. Interesting. All right, so I'm going to pull for you an oracle from the Messenger Oracle. This is a great deck. Probably soon here I might be using the Moonology. I just got it, so I don't feel comfortable using it yet on my channel, but we'll see how it goes. Whew. Ah! Oh, that's too many. Okay. They've gone. I can't play without a full deck. Okay, here we go. That's a lot of cards. I'm not using those, but let's see if we get one more. We'll do one more shuffle. Time to ground. All right, so this is great advice. If you are in the hermit mode right now, if you are just not sure what you want to do, what's my next step? It's really suggesting that you ground yourself, ground your energy through meditation, through getting out in nature, sitting on the actual ground outside. I know it sounds like hippy-dippy bullshit, but like, if you haven't done it, try it. Just try it. Just go outside, sit on the ground with your actual, maybe not like naked butt, but with your actual butt touching the ground, and take in the outdoors, take in the sights and smells and sounds, and put yourself in your environment, put yourself in your proper place, in your environment. Ground yourself, breathe deeply, do some meditations, you know, only through the stillness of the mind will we find the answers that we seek, especially when we're in hermit mode. As a Virgo, I am very, very, very well attuned to the hermit mode and exactly what that means and how that works and how that can shift our lives in some really major ways. So ground yourself. If your heart feels heavy, or if your energy feels scattered, or if you feel like you're just rushing from one thing to the other, or if you just feel uncertain, or you feel like you're obsessing or mulling or ruminating rather than actually working through stuff, it's time to ground. It's time to settle your energy. And that will help you make the final decision you need that will lead to your ultimate victory. So if that resonated, give me a thumbs up or a comment below. I always love to see how these things resonate for you. And share it with your friends, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss any further updates. And I will see you next time.